Hey, Snack Pack, snacking here, putting the red velvet in your cake, if you know what I mean. Bringing you a tactical breakdown on... Where are we? Where are we going? I don't know where we went. I think it's Dorado, actually.
Oh, baby.
Skipping ahead. So...
I was to like my elims. Yeah, I'm at 9 point.
Alright, so the reason I chose this game is because we attempt to do a strategy at the end that normally works for us but didn't work this time, and I think there were multiple factors leading up to the strategic failure, as it were. One of the other reasons I chose this is because I play multiple tanks. I think my positioning is hurting me this season, and I kind of wanted to watch my positioning as both Wrecking Ball, which is where I start out, and then to give it away, I'm going to change to Zarya later. Yeah. So let's get this thing started and see if we can see what happens. By the way, this is a long match. I know that I said I wouldn't do the long ones, but I think this one's important. I got some shorter matches I'm going to do later, but this one especially kind of piqued my interest. So anyway, here we go.
7 damage per 10 minutes.
Usually,
Only
the idea of putting a teleport like.
Oh, okay. Heard.
Let me know when it's
that
ready.
high ground.
So that's one thing that caught us by surprise, right? Is we expected, and we were talking about this in Spawn, we were expecting the team to be set up here, which is kind of your normal, your normal spot on Dorado to set up your initial defense, but they weren't there. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Okay, they got Creeper. They are all main. They are all main in the bridge.
Oh, I got moved down.
Okay, let's go on rain. Let's go on. Oh, they're all low. They're all low.
Push in.
Got you.
So that's kind of the opening move for Wrecking Ball, right? Is you swing in, you pile drive down to get all the shields, but unless your team is right there behind you, you shouldn't remain. So I was getting out of the way, unaware that my team was going to back me up that quick. In hindsight, I probably could have hung there, no pun intended. But I didn't, and then I got stuck on this cactus, which, is a mechanical thing.
I have no healing.
Plus to stay alive, I'm gonna flank around.
It was too late. The call went to go in, so I went in.
Round one.
I was with you.
So they're not paying attention to me as I kind of slip out of there. I pop my shields just to be safe.
Fall back.
I have a dragon.
Okay, go on, Og no.
Coming in.
So Hog got a hook on me, but couldn't do anything about it.
No more ults.
Also, I realized I turned my kill feed off, which was stupid. I turn it back on later.
Round one.
Now, one thing I'm going to note: this is an overinvest, right? We didn't need my ult. I should have looked around to see what the situation was. We just didn't need it. We're in the cleanup phase. The ult is being stupidly aggressive because most of his team is down. So it's just mop up now.
Got shattered. Nice job. Pick me up.
Bring it. Nice.
Now, one thing I'll say about Hammond is he's a finisher. He doesn't do enough damage to take anything but squishy down on his own. But if someone's already low, he can finish him off pretty good.
Left. Yo, watch out behind.
Okay, so here's a question. Oh, she got hooked. So I was wondering why our brig was, kind of way out here in the middle right? Why did she die out here away from her team? And I think she just got hooked. I think that's what happened. That was unfortunate. Puts us a man down.
I can headshot that Reaper. He's really bad. I have another dragon.
That was unfortunate. I should have waited to engage. That hog was ready for me that time. And the enemy McCree did a good job of finishing me off. That was good play on their part. So we're kind of stalling here.
Back up. Break one.
My shield's down.
Back up. Ryan one. Dragon behind him. Oh no, that's a bad shatter.
I get him.
Ryan headshot.
I don't know who saved me from the Rhine, but that was nice.
Bring on me.
Yeah. I'm backing around.
Just wasting.
No,
think that's a regroup, right?
They're winning.
That's a regroup.
Now I should have. I didn't act fast enough there. I should have gotten out. I was too low.
Stay close to rain. Everybody close to rain.
Somebody's on our top left. It's Reaper. He's gonna be behind us.
He's half.
Kill Brig.
Lucio one.
Kill Brig on point.
That was used just to zone.
Rain.
I'm separated.
Continue.
And it worked out in our favor, right?
Point teleporter.
It's down.
Kree one.
Now we're moving things pretty well.
We're not chasing him that far. Say to go in percent. They got destroyed. It keeps getting destroyed by the cart.
We need to kill the Brig first.
Oh, I got one here.
We kill the
Watch
Brig
top left, watch top left. Don't!
That's one of the nice things about Hammond, and I wanted to point this out. So, when you pile drive, and then you activate your shields, see all that health, right? Even though I got stunned, even though their team should have been able to kill me, they didn't have enough focus fire to be able to pull it off.
Gas, break. Reaper.
People use Wraith.
Okay, don't shoot General.
Reaper low.
Reaper left.
We get this.
Just get him, push him.
See, we're pushing this easy here.
Okay, nice. Come on point.
Get the hog.
Come on point. Come on point.
We can't go that far.
We can't.
I can't, by the way, I can't believe I didn't hit the hog there.
Remember, some of us aren't that mobile. We can't keep up with you.
I have dragons.
Come back with him, boys. He waits. Nice.
Hog one. Kill him.
Watch the barrel. I have no healing.
Lucio.
One move I'm trying to learn with Hammond that I haven't been able to figure out yet is you release your mines in air, and then pile drive. And that gives the mines time to set up. And then when you pile drive, you basically knock your enemies into them, and they can't do anything about it. They can't avoid it because they're in that kind of knockback, right? I know they're not stunned. They can still put up shields. But I'm working on that combo. I'm just not there yet.
Throwing orb. Watch Mercy behind.
Ryan one.
Mercy 3.
Again,
Mercy one.
finisher.
Mercy 1.
Hit her. Go to high ground. Try.
I mean, so far we're just deathballing it, right?
Where's the Farah? Oh shit, she's lucky.
She was on. I had her stunned on the ground with my Earth Shatter.
R1. Got her.
Join Reaper. Jump point.
I got to give Electus credit. He's calling targets well, and I appreciate people calling when things are low. I've slipped into silver, as a lot of people are aware. And by a lot of people, I mean all three of you that play with me. But being in silver, it's very different because people don't call the low targets. But as Hammond, if you call the low target, and it's within my sight line, I can probably finish it off. That is one thing about Hammond. He's really good at it.
Run. Lucio 1.
No, I'm just zoning.
Guiding their spawn.
Good job, everybody. So round 1 I thought went very, very well. Let's take a look at round 2. I switch up to Zarya. Puzzle is still Ryan. We have Anna. Electus is going to stay Hanzo. Sadie comes up with a Mei, and I forget what our other person is. Alright, let's go ahead and start this up.
Oh, I promise you will not have gold damage ever again.
Okay, oh, Sadie went Rat, that's right. And then we have a Moira, Anna for healing. I know some of the upper level masters don't like Moira Anna as a combination. I guess I need to go research why, because that is a whole lot of healing being pumped out, and a whole lot of damage, and Moira has extremely good survivability.
Got the Reaper.
Oh, I like that. Friendly competition.
I just stubbed the wall. Not in this economy. Warrior 1.
Bird.
Soldier 1.
Yep, getting ready to drop in about 3 seconds.
So Electus is doing a great job calling targets. Unfortunately, we don't have anyone in a position to take advantage of what he's doing. I'm guessing Sadie and Electus aren't hitting the same targets, or maybe Sadie doesn't have an angle to hit the targets that he does. And then it looks like Sadie is about to get challenged, because I believe I see a Lucio right there, and she's right here. Ariana dropped.
Drop, okay.
Lucio 1.
Focus.
Zarya, high charge, and she's dead.
Okay, that's bad. Again, my kill feed is down for this, and that's a problem. So we're about to lose Ryan. I'm going to give that away. So we're going to lose. So we already lost 2. They've got all the heals. There's their healing stream. Our other DPS. Is that our other DPS? Anyway, something looks down over here. It's not good for the intrepid heroes. I think what happened is we waited too long. Electus has mobility, and he's a platinum player, so I'm going to trust him to make decisions appropriately. But I think our Junkrat and our Moira probably should have retreated to choke sooner than what they did. Puzzle is stuck out here, and I had already used my projected barrier on the rat, on Sadie, which unfortunately didn't save her. So I've already used an ability that didn't net any positives. We've lost at least 2. I think we've lost 3, and Reinhardt's about to go down. I need to run, but I don't catch it.
Back up. Get us out, Snack. Get us.
Yeah, I got this too.
Junk is good. Oh, wait.
Turn around and run.
I actually think Junk was fine there, Sadie.
Fine. I have a dragon.
So I was trying to give Electus my barrier before I died, hoping it would get him out, but it didn't.
Yeah,
I was just thinking, because you were also already at like...
Against Bard and their DPS. Don't challenge. Just hold
What's this
tight.
Zarya right here?
Don't challenge.
Let's go now.
Ryan behind.
Ryan one
We're
behind.
getting
Their
out.
Ryan is stupidly
There's no
aggressive.
reason to fight outside their spawn.
I'm not dragging this.
Okay, one thing I'm noticing is my energy is staying low. Although I know I just respawned, but I was having a hard time building energy. It's like my timing's off, right? I'm not reading our Reinhardt properly. Because as a Zarya, I can get huge amounts of charge by protecting our Ryan. But for some reason, I'm not getting it.
Back up.
Yeah, we need to group up.
Heals me. I can beat him.
I'm trying. I'm a dancer. I'm a DJ.
Stop poking.
Yeah, my phone.
I have a dragon. Snacking. How we doing on ground?
35%.
Launching. Ryan separated.
Group up on mid there.
Soldier on us. On the left. Shield left.
I should have run. I didn't run because I was trying to body block that soldier, which was stupid. my entire team was caught in the grav. Well, I had enough of the team caught in the grav that I wasn't going to live through it, right? We've got 3 dead. I should have just gotten out. I don't know that I would have lived. I mean, the soldier still has tac visor, and the whole team was chasing us, but I should have tried to just get away.
Regroup. Spot.
Yeah, we need to group up.
Yeah, there.
We just get snowball now.
Yeah. Well, we were poking for too long when we needed to retreat.
Try to get everybody else here. Come on. Let's go.
Zarya half.
Wait up.
We need to get
Sorry,
snowball
one.
together.
Oh, that was painful.
Ryan.
Shit.
Can't leave us like that, puzzle.
Yeah, sorry. I wanted to get that Zarya. She's at like full charge.
Set up on third. Run away, Brig. Run away. Set up on third.
I think we need different heals.
Yeah, if we could get a main healer. We don't have a main healer right now.
Zarya one. Got her. Got 2 good. Ryan one. Wait, why?
We need to regroup. We need to
I'll switch
regroup.
after this, don't worry.
Just
Oh, okay, you're switching.
All right, backing off. Let's let this car come in and the door close.
They can't. They're not pushing it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Let it
It's
come
the
in.
point.
Yeah, like get off of it. Let them have it. We want the door closed.
Watch the flank on the left.
I'm so low.
Ryan one. Ryan absolutely
I'm
one.
just poking around the corner.
He is full health. That's a 3-man.
Push on it.
Zarya saved that Ryan's life. That was a good play on their part. And I think now that the door is closed, there's puzzle. There's old charge.
On the right.
It's on front.
Ryan low.
Come on, get on front.
By the way, I have gold damage.
You're paying too fast.
Yeah, I have a dragon.
Okay, we're down 2 from that push.
Kill him.
Back up, guys. Ryan, don't go. I got him.
By the way, that was play of the game. I got literally stunned everybody.
All right, so let's talk about my decision making there. I had been kind of poking, and quite honestly, I was not effective. Watching this back, I was not as effective as Zarya as I should have been. I couldn't seem to gain charge properly. I couldn't time the Ryan, and I'm not. I don't know. I can't comment on the heals. One of the reasons I went with Zarya is because she has shields, and that takes some of the pressure off of our healers so that they can concentrate on other things. That way they can keep the puzzle alive and they can keep, the rest of the DPS alive, but that's not really happening. So I don't know if they're getting wrecked and not saying something. I don't know if they're not healing as much as they should, if they're focused on damage too much. I'm not sure what's going on with the back line here.
They killed them all.
Oh, but I didn't talk about Graph. So when puzzle hammered down, I didn't see enough DPS because Electus was behind, right? I didn't know he was in place. So I chose to Grav to extend, if you want to put it that way, the hammer down. And the enemy Reaper did his Death Blossom and took me out because my barriers were not available.
Quintuple 2.
Now I'm switching to Hog because in the back of my head, I'm thinking I'm not being effective,
Yeah, Telly back up
and
front.
Hog is very, very
He's going
tanky.
for flank on the left.
Roger.
Yeah, he's gonna help.
There he is. Help. Heals.
Yeah, you're too far, bro. That's okay. Get
Right
in.
next to you.
Yeah, but I got no more heal.
The fight was over.
Don't wake him.
Reaper one.
Another shatter.
I used my take a breather too early there. It wasn't available when I needed it.
Just
Get out there.
Got him. No, we're dead.
Oh, no.
It's all good.
One of those kind of games.
Well, they beat us by like a minute.
Okay, so I'm gonna pause it, and we will do the overtime rounds. I don't know, probably tomorrow night or the next night. So, what do I see so far? I was not as effective as Zarya as I have been in the past. I needed to get off of her, and I didn't do it quick enough. I thought my Hammond play was okay. I thought my positioning was okay. I thought my pile drives were okay. I thought I was, sufficiently harassing the enemy. I needed to avoid the hog a little bit, but he really didn't, other than the one death, really didn't give me a hard time. I mean, as you can see, I'm 22-7. That's okay. I usually do about 4 or 5 to 1 with kill death with Hammond, but 3 to 1, I'll take it. That's okay. But my Zarya play was absolutely abysmal, and I should have switched. Honestly, I should have picked up the Diva, I think, instead. But one of the reasons I didn't go Diva is in the back of my head, I'm thinking we're not getting the heals that we need. We heard Electus ask for heals there when he was at the cart. Again, arguably, maybe he shouldn't have been on the cart. Maybe he should have been on high ground. Maybe he should have been whatever. But he should have been getting some heals so that he could sustain that position. And I'm just not sure about our back line. I'm not sure. Again, not sure if they were being harassed or just what. But in the back of my head, I'm thinking I need to stay Roadhog or Zarya because I don't need the support. With Diva, especially in a kind of a brawly situation like a third point, she needs a lot of support because you've only got 2 seconds of defense matrix. Eventually it's going to go down and you're going to get pulled out of mag, and then you can do a little bit of damage. I'm a big proponent of learning how to baby Diva properly. And I think I do her very well, but you need to no, that sounds bad. I think I play her very well, but in a third point situation, when you're on defense, baby Diva is a bad deal because you're going to get wrecked. Anyway, that's what I got. I'm not sure why we got rolled. I don't normally say healers, but in this case, I'm just not sure Puzzle especially got the healing support that he needed to do his job as Reinhardt. Anyway, that's it for tonight. We'll pick up the overtime rounds, and you get to see the thrilling conclusion in the next day or two. And it's tough out there. I've been saying this a lot lately, so it's hard on everybody. You don't know what the other guy's going through, so be nice to each other. Snacking out.